Hi guys, it's Chico What a Mom Does, and today I want to talk about another option to off-body carry-in. I'm going to be talking about this Vixen XL Large Bag by Foxtrot 24/7. Full disclaimer, I did buy this bag with my own money, and I do get stuff that are gifted to me, and I just want to be as transparent as I can whenever things are gifted to me or when I buy them, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good review or a bad review just because something is gifted to me or because I bought it with my own money. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad or a good review, right? So I just kind of wanted to throw it out there. I personally have a concealed carry off-body bag that I really love already, but I want to see what's out there, and I'm always looking out to see what else is out there, because we as women go through a lot of different things, right? So we get pregnant, and that causes us to have other physical disabilities or physical restrictions, to where carrying off body might be better than not carrying at all. We also have different occasions that we need to be at that causes us to maybe want to carry off body instead of carry on body, so going to a very fancy wedding or a party to where you can't conceal on body, but you may still be able to if you have something like an off body carry option. I'm going to jump right into the pros of this bag. So obviously you have plenty of pockets for days, right? You have one pocket here, you have one pouch here, you also have a zipper pocket right here as well, and then on the inside you also have another pocket right here, and then on the back here you also have a zipper pocket here as well. So if pocket is something that you need or want or prioritizes, this is actually a really good bag for that, because it does come with a lot of pockets. The strap here is adjustable, which is nice because we all have different body type, and because I am a right-handed shooter, I currently have it set up for my left side. So if you are a left-handed shooter, you will want to change this clasp to this side over here so that it's on your right side. The Vixen XL Large Bag is sitting right at $75 right now, and then the normal size is sitting at $65. Don't quote me on that, but I believe those are the prices. I will have to double check for you. I do want to be very honest with you that this is a case of you get what you paid for in this scenario, where it is more budget friendly, but it's also not the top tier quality, right? So when I first bought this bag, I noticed that right off the bat, when I opened the package, the little clasp here, that middle snap, was already like this, and so it wasn't fully attached to the bag. I did reach out to Foxtrot 24/7, and they were really nice about it. They offered to give me a refund or an exchange if this breaked on me, but personally for me that wasn't a deal breaker, so I didn't care too much about it. But as you guys as consumer too, and even myself as a consumer of the products, just quality checking these little things, because we do pay to get these bags, and we do want to make sure that these items are in the best condition that it can be. And this pocket right here is also going to give you easy access to your firearm, and this is actually where your firearms is going to be. So as I was practicing my draw out of this, it's really easy and smooth. I was able to get to my firearm very quickly. Now I'm going to jump into the cons of this bag. I personally, so all personal preference, okay, you may agree with me, you may not agree with me, and that's totally fine too. You have your own preferences, right? But I like my bag to have a little bit of body and volume and structure to it. This bag doesn't really have that at all, and so that's definitely a con for me, because it feels a little bit thinner on the thinner material side. And again, I did say it's genuine leather, so in the long run it's probably going to get prone to peeling a lot faster if you're constantly using it. This was the holster that originally came with the bag, so it's a Velcro holster. You attach this onto the Velcro piece back here, right? But it was too small for my holster because I have light and I have optics. So in the case that you do have all of those stuff on your firearm, this is probably not going to fit because my holster ended up being so wide. So just being able to lengthen this a little bit so that there's actually room for adjustment will be nice, because this is adjustable. It is adjustable. It's just there's not just not a lot of room to play with. Luckily, I did have my Velcro holster here that I've been using with my other bag already, so I just grabbed that and slapped this on, and it worked out. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been able to use this bag at all, because this was the original holster that came with it, and it was just too small for my Kydex holster. I am using the Henry holsters and waistband monoblock holster, so this is just attaches to the Velcro piece. You do want to make sure that it's a Kydex holster of some sort, so that you are protecting that trigger safety right there. And for the purpose of this video, yes, my gun is clear. I have an empty magazine here. There is nothing inside of the chamber. Mag is clear there, right? There's nothing inside of the chamber there. So I do have a clear gun. I wish that this Velcro piece actually came all the way up here just so that it gives us a little bit more room to play with as we are adjusting our firearm, just to make sure that it's at a place where we like it. Also notice that there is no spot for an extra mag carrier. I don't know about you, but I would like to have my mag next to my firearm. And so I mean, I could technically use one of these other pockets to put my mag in there, but I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. Even if the bag doesn't have a lot of body or structure to it, just at least this back panel here, at least give us some type of padding or thickness so that it's just not like super soft, and like, you know, you can see, right, that it's very soft here. So again, it's all personal preference. You might be perfectly fine with this bag and I'm just maybe a little picky, but just even if this was a little bit thicker, just to kind of help with the structure of it, that would be nice. I also noticed that this pocket right here, I think it's for cards, but it did not fit my cards at all. I just couldn't fit it in there, so I just don't know if maybe they got the measurements wrong, but I just could not fit my cards in there. After using this Vixen XL Large Bag by Foxtrot 24/7 for a few weeks now, here are my final thoughts. If you want something that is budget friendly and has a lot of pockets, this is honestly not a bad choice. It does what it does at the end of the day. It's going to conceal your firearm, and it's still going to give you space to put other stuff in there, and it doesn't look tactical, so it's really not a bad choice. Personally, for me, however, though, I personally will use it as a backup bag. I mean, I will still use it. Yes, I will still use it, but is it my favorite? No, I'm going to be very honest with you. It's not my favorite. And I think, again, it is a little bit of a you get what you pay for. And if you don't mind the quality, if you like, for me personally, I want something that's a little bit more structured, a little bit thicker with paddings and things like that. So that's my personal preference. Don't get me wrong, I will still definitely be using this bag. It just might not be my first choice of option to grab when I do off-body carry. I definitely see myself wearing this bag with a lot of outfits, you know, just going to the park or grocerying errands or running to the store really quickly, right? You know, those little things where I need a more casual, non-tactical bag looking, but not too fancy bag. I think this would be great for that. Again, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, and if that's something you're okay with, it's worth checking out. I do have a code, so if you do want to try one of Foxtrot's 24/7's bag, I'll put the code here for you so you can save some money. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching.